The growl didn't just shake the ground, it shook me. It tore through the night like thunder, raw and furious, vibrating deep in my bones in a way I had never felt before. The walls trembled, the air thickened, and every instinct inside me screamed the same thing: Alpha. The wolves in front of me froze. Their confidence, their cruel amusement, vanished in an instant, replaced by something far more telling: fear. Because they recognized it, that power, that dominance, that rage. Kael, my alpha. The bond inside me surged violently, no longer broken, no longer faint, but alive, burning, roaring, as if something ancient had awakened within it. It wrapped around my heart like fire, fierce and uncontrollable. He knew. He felt me, and he was coming. Fast. Too fast. But not fast enough, because the wolves were already here. "We don't have time," one of them muttered, glancing toward the shattered doorway, his posture tense. "He's close." The leader, the one with the red eyes, didn't move. He simply smiled. "Then we take her now." My breath caught as he stepped toward me again, slow and deliberate, like a predator savoring the hunt. "No, please." "Quiet," his voice snapped through me. His hand reached for me, and something inside me snapped. Not in fear, not in weakness, something deeper, something powerful. A sudden heat ignited in my stomach, spreading outward like wildfire through my veins. I gasped, my body trembling as a faint pulse of energy flickered around me, subtle but undeniable. The wolf's hand stopped inches from me. His expression changed. "What is that?" "The child," another whispered, backing away slightly. "It's reacting." The leader's eyes darkened with interest, his smile widening. Even better. A deafening crash exploded behind them. The door was torn completely from its hinges, wood splintering as something massive forced its way through. And then, chaos. Kael moved like a storm unleashed. One second, the wolves stood in control. The next, one of them was slammed through the wall with a brutal force that shook the entire room. Snarls, crashes, the scent of blood filling the air. "You shouldn't have come here," Kael's voice growled, low and lethal, as he tore through them without hesitation. This wasn't just an alpha defending his territory. This was something else, something darker, something personal. And right here, if your heart is already racing, if you can feel the danger she's in, then don't just watch silently. Take 1 second to like this video because it helps the story reach more people who love alpha romance stories. And if you're new here, subscribe to Alpha Moon Love Stories so you don't miss what happens next. Because trust me, this story is only getting darker. The red-eyed alpha stepped forward, unfazed by the destruction around him. "So this is the great Kael," he said calmly. Their eyes locked. Power collided in the air. "You're late," the rival alpha added, glancing at me. "We found her first." Kael's gaze snapped to me, and for a moment, everything stopped. The bond surged violently, stronger than ever before. His eyes moved over me quickly, checking, searching, making sure I was alive, safe. But then, his gaze dropped to my hands, still protecting my stomach, and something changed. I saw it. The exact second realization hit him, his body went still, completely still. "No," he muttered. The rival alpha smiled wider. "Oh, so you didn't know?" The air turned deadly. "What are you talking about?" Kael asked, his voice dangerously quiet. "You rejected her," the rival alpha said slowly, savoring every word. "And yet you didn't realize you left something behind." Silence. Heavy. Crushing. Kael's eyes lifted back to mine, and this time, there was no coldness, no rejection, only shock and something far more dangerous. Possession. "The child," the rival alpha continued, "your heir." The word echoed like a curse. Kael didn't move, didn't speak, but I felt it through the bond. That moment, that shift, everything had changed. "You're lying," he said, but the doubt was there. I couldn't speak. My silence told him everything, and that was enough. The truth hit him hard. And then he exploded. Kael lunged forward with a force that cracked the ground beneath him, colliding with the rival alpha in a violent clash of power. The fight was brutal, savage, unforgiving. Claws, fists, raw strength, everything collided in a storm of dominance and rage. The remaining wolves tried to interfere, but Kael tore through them like they were nothing. I stumbled back, my body trembling, my heart racing as I watched. He was unstoppable, and yet, this was the same man who had stood before the entire pack and rejected me. Now he fought like he would destroy the world to protect me. Why? Because of the child? Or because of something he was too afraid to admit? The rival alpha laughed even as he fought. "Look at you," he taunted. "You didn't want her, but now you can't lose what's inside her." Kael's response was a devastating blow that sent him crashing into the wall. "You will not touch her," Kael growled. Not a command, a promise. But the rival alpha only smiled. "You think this ends tonight?" he said, wiping blood from his mouth. "This isn't just about you anymore." His eyes shifted to me again. "At that child, every alpha will come." My heart dropped. "Alphas will kill for it." Kael stilled, just for a second, and that was enough. The rival alpha stepped back, signaling his remaining wolves. "This was only the beginning," he said calmly. "Now we know." His red eyes locked on mine. "And we will be back for you." Then they disappeared into the darkness. Silence fell, heavy, unsettling. The room was destroyed, the air still thick with danger, and standing in the middle of it all, Kael. He turned slowly. His eyes found mine again. The bond surged between us, stronger than ever before. "You're pregnant." Not a question, a fact. I swallowed. "Yes." The word felt like a storm breaking. Something shifted in his expression. Shock, guilt, and something darker. "You should have told me." A bitter laugh escaped me. "Told me?" I repeated. "You rejected me in front of everyone." His jaw tightened. "That doesn't change what this is." "This?" I said, placing my hand protectively over my stomach. "This is mine." His eyes darkened. "It's ours." "No," I said firmly, shaking my head. "You don't get to claim anything now." "I'm the alpha," he said, his voice dropping into something dangerous. That child is my responsibility. And I'm its mother, I shot back, not your possession. The bond flared painfully between us. You're not safe, he said more quietly. They'll come back. I don't need you. A lie, and we both knew it. His gaze softened, just slightly. You're coming with me. No. Elara, you don't get to decide that, I snapped. You rejected me. You're my mate, he said, more intense now. That doesn't disappear because I made a mistake. Mistake? I whispered. You made a choice. Silence. And then a howl. Distant. Then another. And another. Kael's head snapped toward the forest. His body tensed instantly. They're here, he said. My heart dropped. They came back? No, he said, his voice darker than before. More of them. The realization hit me instantly. Not just one alpha, multiple. Coming. For the same thing. For the child. For me. Kael looked back at me, his expression now completely serious. No more arguments. We leave. Now. And for the first time, I hesitated, because I knew the truth. I wasn't running from him anymore. I was running from everything that wanted what I carried. And as the howls grew louder, closer, surrounding us from every direction, I realized something terrifying. This wasn't just a fight anymore. This was war. And I was at the center of it all. To be continued. If this episode pulled you deeper into the story, then you're not ready for what's coming next. Because in episode 3, the hunt begins. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this with someone who loves alpha romance stories. And below, tell me in the comments, should Elara trust Kael or run before it's too late? Because next time, they won't just come to watch. They'll come to claim.